welcome back to a playthrough of Exile 2 Crystal Souls. So been a little while for me, but last time we actually did succeed in retrieving one of the three Crystal Souls. Since then, I went ahead and made a way to Almeria and sold a bunch of stuff, and I finally took the time to actually think about different magic items that we should be using. So we got rid of the magic rapier, right? We got some really good wave blades last time, which these are edged weapons. Yeah, I mean, it has to be an edged weapon. I know why I'm all of a sudden doubting myself if I just made a huge mistake. Yeah, it's not a bashing weapon. It's not a pull weapon. It's not any of these, so it has to be edged. Okay. Should be fine. Right? Should be fine. Has to be an edged weapon. I mean, it even looks edged, but... So, technically, the Shocking Wave Blade is less valuable than the Alien Blade. Now, I think that's because this has a bonus of 5 as opposed to a bonus of 4. However, when we cast Major Blessing, our weapon will already be poisoned. So, I don't think this is maybe as valuable as having a flaming attack. Now, I don't know how much damage this does, right? We are going to kind of test this out, and we might end up switching to the Alien Blade, which I think sounds cool for sure, but this might just be better. We also, the Crystal Shield is a 262 and protects from stoning. The Dragon Scale Shield is 261, so 1 less encumbrance, and it gives fire resistance. Now, that being said, at this point, Ferdinand probably has too much fire resistance, so we could actually give the Ruby Charm to another character. And if we come up against a Basilisk, we will give a switch over to using the Crystal Shield. It's not like we're going to get rid of this, of course. This is very, very useful. But generally, they're pretty rare, you know, monsters to encounter, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, I think we could give this to somebody else. Let's see, you have a Ring of Skill, and I think we gave you the Ring of Protection. So maybe we will give Ingraham... You actually have a Ring of Fire Resistance, okay. Interesting. Maybe Snorm. Snorm could get fire resistance, perhaps. That would probably be good to give him. We could give the Ruby Charm then to Ingraham. And yeah, so this character is fire resistant, this one is fire resistant. You are not fire resistant, but you have a lot of protection, so maybe that's good. But yeah, and then you are now fire resistant, so yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily better to just make a single character in basically immune to fire, but I kind of want it maybe split out for now. We also gave the Boots of Speed to Storm. I was thinking about this for a long time because you can't cast. So like a lot of times it takes 5 AP to cast 1 spell. So even with the Boots of Speed, you can't cast 2 spells like so. But with 5 AP, you can attack twice in melee combat. So this is actually quite good. Should have done this a long time ago, but just didn't really make the effort until now. So of course she still has Mia's heal, still has the Mica gloves and the Ring of Wheel, so she's pretty good. And then Cinnamon has a bunch of Serpent Rings, which I don't really know. We haven't used them yet, but yeah, I guess we might use them at some point. Anyway, that's kind of a long intro. So what are we going to do now? Well, the game seems like you kind of have 3 main missions: the Crystal Souls, the Teleporter, and Garzard. So I kind of want to do all the Crystal Souls first, then we'll do the Teleporter, and then we will look for Garzard. So with that in mind, we need... to get the second Crystal Soul, we need to get the Overthronia to get across that place in the Veneti lands. So we are going to go, finally, to the Fort Remote area. And this is good for two reasons. There was a mission in Dolmen, I think it was Mayo Radnor. She basically said that the Empire is... It's actually where we need to... I'm actually amazed. I wasn't even looking at the map, but we just... I mean, it is directly west, so it wasn't exactly a complex route, but I'm kind of amazed that we got here all that quick. But she was saying that you know the Empire was experimenting on giants, and she wants info about that, and we will find that info in Fort Kothtal. So likely I think there's multiple forts. One fort has a ton of Empire mages, and that's where the Orbithanio is. So I imagine it might be kind of like two bullets with one stone situation. You know. Obviously, from the first game, we remember that Fort Remote was pretty much destroyed. It was kind of, you know, the joke was that it's the most uninteresting place in Exile, until it wasn't. You know, until very obviously they got a lot of action with Grahath. Could break these walls if we wanted to. I don't think there's anything here though. Oh, it actually does seem like there is a rebuilt fortress. Wow, very, very nice. Very cool. Bunch of statues here. There's a plaque here. It reads, "In memory of the bold defenders of the last Fort Remote, who died fighting evil. They will always be remembered." That's really cool. Yeah, because there were some pretty neat NPCs here. I'm curious because there's 8 statues. If there were 8 NPCs at the fortress in the first game, I don't quite remember, but yeah, that'd be cool. You know, this is really nice that they put this really nice memorial. Okay, nothing special, no. Actually is a special NPC here, okay. There's a young, pretty woman sitting below the tree. She has a nasty, carved knife out built. She doesn't get up. I'm Angahad. Sit and relax. Take my break before returning to my toil. I'm the quartermaster. I get the supplies from Dolmen, keep the weapons sharp, that sort of thing. When they arrive, the Raskeska keep killing off the merchants. Yeah, those are the tiger folk that are immune to magic. Very annoying to fight. Magical cat people. A bunch of them came from the surface with the Empire, attracted to easy prey and easy loot. There's a fortress full of them to the east. Oh no. Fortunately, they don't come here, so you're safe from them now. Just be careful when you head east. That's upsetting to hear. Oh no, because what this means is we're gonna have to do an entire dungeon filled with these creatures. And in the maze, or just in the caves to the east, there's gonna probably be wandering parties of cat folk that are gonna literally, well, I guess tiger folk, because we have Nephilim, right, which are kind of like cat folk, but these are less friendly cat folk, for sure. So this is very unfortunate. Alright, I guess we'll just be on the lookout for that. Yeah, that is not great deal. It's interesting that they came from with the Empire from the surface world. That's I didn't piece that together. Large iron plaque reads Fort Remote version 2.0. Gotta have the decimal place. Yes, corners. Okay, I guess we might be able to pick this. Nothing in the dresser. Something's actually open. There's a priest door. You meet a holy woman. She paces about, Being silent to yourself. She seems agitated. I am Mother Madge. I'm preparing myself. People here need my protection. There are strong warriors here and powerful mages. However, I'm the only one who can heal. Let me know if that's something you need. Yeah, we don't need any healing, but that's good to know that we have the option.
Dang.
Come on. We got magic lockpicks. There we go. Again, I want to expect for we want to have a whole lot of intense magical security. It is customary for Exile forts to have a small shrine. This one, as usual, shows sign of frequent visitation. A bowl of fresh mushrooms has been placed in front of it as an offering. However, its ankh is only crudely carved granite. You only have an intense urge to replace the stone ankh with your much nicer bronze ankh. Do you do so? Interesting, I'm not familiar with this. I've never hold any significant thing. Is this a quest item, perhaps? We do have a bronze ankh. Interesting. Let's do it, I guess. With the feeling of great satisfaction, you replace the crude ankh with a much more beautiful bronze one. It's strange how overpowering the desire was. It definitely feels wonderful to satisfy it. As you turn to leave, you would swear the bronze ankh flashes brightly for a moment. You turn to look at it, but it looks just like it did before. Odd, must have been your imagination. That's kind of cool. I don't know what that really means, but that's pretty cool. I like that detail. Looks like the Bale Axe of some kind. Also, you notice his long steel blade shining and sharp enough to cut granite. Next thing you notice is the man sharpening it, short, muscular, and with a wickedly pointed black beard. Gives you a momentary glance. When I think of a pointy black beard, I think of kind of a gnome-like, maybe a look similar to Keemstar. He continues running the sharpening stone along the edge of the beautiful blade. I'm Blade Master D'Artagnan. That's an awesome name. That's really cool. Sharpening my sword. That was what Master Kevtar told me to do. Always keep my blade sharp. The finest bladesman I've ever had the pleasure to know. A sad story, really. He finally tired of the bloodshed and retired. I think we met this guy. He lives in solitude now, hidden away in the ruin to the north. I'll go visit him soon. He taught me well, and I owe him that much. Yes, we did speak to this guy, so... He can basically give you skill points for a very pricey amount. But I guess you can pretty much infinitely, I guess, level up in that sense. Of course, there's infinite XP, I guess, so... Yeah, it's not too surprising. Let's make a new save just to get in the good habits. Save. The cool design, right? So you got the main fail, and then you got all these kind of portcullis kind of windows that they can shoot out of, I guess. Pretty small. This is just a storeroom. They have a lot of people here. This seems like much more than what it used to be. Here we go. There's an Asian wizard here reading rituals from a dog-eared spellbook. When you approach, he closes the book and looks up at you. I'm Freitas. I'm preparing spells of defense. Nothing complicated, massed haste, strength spells, and such things when the Empire attacks. Orders were defend enough to withstand the assaults, especially because of the wounds. The central hall is filled with runes enchanted with powerful defensive magic. You have to create them. When we wish, anyone touching them is blasted to dust. All walls are magically hardened as well. This fort can fall, but it would take a mighty blow to defeat it. Probably too mighty. Interesting. Okay, skills. Yeah, they definitely upgraded this place for sure. And that looks like it's actually mostly it. Oh wait, yeah, this guy. With a real sight, it's an Nephilim with an immaculately clean apron. He bows to you. I am moi. I'm gonna do the cooking at this fort. It makes a soft pulling noise. This is why I knit up. I wanted to leave my people to do travel, you see. I want to see this land. I traveled this great cave everywhere, but with the battles, I need a place to stop. I ended here, while a owned employee gives you a proud, toothy grin. I cook. It is strange, working for human tastes. I do okay, though sometimes people are all joking. They say I like wanting to put rats in the stew, but I would not do that. The rats feel not good enough. You can't tell whether he's joking or not, and you decide not to think about it. That's funny. Yeah, rat stew. I mean, I guess if you have nothing, I mean, yeah, I guess in terms of starving, I mean, obviously, I guess that'd be better than starving, but yeah, I don't really want to eat rat. I really don't. And finally, this looks like the main portion. Among the books on the shelf, you find a map and notes on the Fortress Kothtal. It is at the southwest corner of the tunnels to the west. Maps note there are several Empire guard posts between here and there. One of the photos on these shelves catches your eye. It describes the Fortress Aquanath, which is to the west and then to the north. You find its location, and that is a place filled with evil magic, but apparently little else is known about it. Just interesting, because none of these places were here in the first game, so they, you know, I guess either popped up or maybe or probably just missed it the first time. You meet a middle-aged woman with very long, very curly scarlet hair. She is sitting at her desk poring over maps. Oddly, she is dressed in a simple dress with the symbol of a commander embroidered on the shoulders. She looks up and smiles guardedly. Her eyes, piercing and analytical, sweep over you. He says, I'm Commander Lori, daughter of Rourke. Welcome. Who is Rourke? Well, I guess let's ask Job. I command this fort as my father did before me. I organize our defenses and prepare for the Empire to attack. They haven't attacked in a while, which is strange, since, well, the Empire doesn't have many troops to the west. If they broke past us, they could run wild through the Great Cave. So I'm preparing our defenses and looking for opportunities to attack. That reminds me, I'm always looking for adventurers to go on missions. The Empire can get small groups past us. We don't know how. We in turn want to send spies west. To do this, I need to see a blue pass so I can make forgeries. Bring one to me and I'll try to earn you a promotion. Well, we have all the passes. You show your blue pass to the commander. She takes it away for an hour, then returns it to you. Thank you very much. I will send more to the castle what you have done for us. Hopefully they'll reward you with a higher clearance. Okay, so that's the mission done, guys. Pack it up. Okay, yeah, let's ask about father. My father was slain when a horde of demons destroyed the old fort we moat. You can still find the old fort's ruins just to the east. When he died, I joined the army and rose up to this position in order to take his place. She looks down at her unusual garb and smiles. As you can see, I've made my way in my own style. I don't like uniforms, and I don't like uniform thinking. The Empire forces in this area are unusual, and this fort needs to be unusual to deal with them. Interesting. That's cool. So I guess the old commander in the first game was named Rourke. So that's nice detail. And with that, it seems like that's everything. So we will make our way west.